Soul to Soul. We are a weekly broadcast for dance teachers, studio owners, and those who have a passion for dance education. It is about celebrating the dance life, highlighting our common bond, and the chance to share both the triumphs and struggles within the field that we all love so much. Be sure to check out all our broadcasts at regold.com.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday night. I'm so glad you are here with us. We are Soul to Soul, and our show is about authenticity and sharing our passion for the art that we love so much. For those of you that are new to our broadcast, you can learn more about us at regold.com and see previous Soul to Soul episodes. Check it out. Tonight we welcome Julie K. Stalcup. She's definitely a leader in our community, a teacher's teacher, and somebody who inspires studio owners worldwide. You're going to be inspired, I guarantee you. Next Friday on Soul to Soul, we will be featuring Shasta Hamilton. She's a studio owner, leader, and entrepreneur, and the author of the new book, Trash the Trophies, How to Win Without Losing Your Soul. Perfect for Soul to Soul, don't you think? You know we're going to have a good conversation, so join us next Friday. In the comments box, let us know where you're from. We want to hear from you. I see some hellos already from our viewers. We want to get some feedback. So, I'm going to do my On My Mind, and I'm going to start off with this. I always try to do these, Troy, how many broadcasts have we done?
8.
8 broadcasts. I always try to start off by pointing out all the things that we should be grateful for in our dance community and remind our viewers of the positive that's all around us all day, every day as dance studio owners and teachers. But today I'm kind of fired up. On my mind, I have been writing notes that scattered all over this table all day long. I'd like to talk a little bit about World of Dance. Troy, could you bring up my graphics? For those of you who don't know, we are, in the last 24 hours or so, we've learned that World of Dance has decided that they're going into the dance studio business. Actually, Troy, could you make that full screen for me, my friend? This is their statement that we are in a $16 billion industry on hold. That's the dance education field that they're talking about. That we have 40 million students waiting, and we have no industry leader. I have lots of comments. But I have to say that I have never seen any television show or company be so unknowing of the fields that they're talking about. So first, well, actually, Troy, do you mind going to the next slide for me? And I know I need to see this larger. A statement by World of Dance, we're upheaving the old dance studio model and blending the world of virtual technology entrepreneurship and dance culture into a new business phenomenon that can stand the test of time no matter what the future holds. So I have some comments on the two things that I've read so far. First of all, I want to ask, what does upheaving mean? It can't be good, right? Upheaving. Well, I wonder what marketing person decided to upheave the industry or the field that supports their program, that creates the dancers who make their program a success. So when you talk about standing the test of time, I'd like to let the world of dance people know a few things about standing the test of time and about leaders. Right now, there are more than 25,000 leaders in our dance communities. They are studio owners who are leading at the current time during a pandemic, working their butts off to keep kids dancing. And it isn't only about the dance, it's about the community that these kids belong to. It's about having passionate mentors, leaders, and teachers who are not only passing on their passion for the art of dance, it's about raising America's children in a culture of everybody dance, in a culture of we support you, in a culture of dances for everyone. So let's start off with those 25,000 leaders, and that's just private sector. You say 3 teachers average in a dance studio, we're up to 75,000 leaders at this point. How about the leaders who have created curriculums, preschool curriculums, curriculums for kids with learning disabilities? I consider them to be leaders in our field. And this really, we're not lacking in that area. So I'm not sure that we need World of Dance's help with that. Here's a couple other things about, I want to refer to this post. Standing the test of time. Let's talk about that. You know, there's a studio in Wisconsin that is over 130 years old. They've stood the test of time. You know that there's a studio here in Massachusetts that is 111 years old. I come from a studio that is 56 years old in my family. My mother started it. My brother continues to direct that school. The knowledge of the 56 years behind the curriculum and the philosophy for that school, that's not something World of Dance can create. Questions. When you all were sitting around a table coming up with this genius idea to compete against the dance community, and actually, Troy, can you bring up that first slide? And actually insult the dance community. That's how I look at this. We're not on hold. On March 13th, we didn't say we're done. We didn't say we're on hold. We fought to keep our classes going. We Zoomed it. We taught it in our parking lots. We taught it one-on-one in our studios because we needed it and the students that we teach need it. That isn't something that you can recreate. It isn't something that's going to make you $1 million. We are the dance community. We teach young kids how to appreciate the art of dance. And there are a few who will excel, who will land on a television show like yours. But we're the ones in the trenches creating those dancers that you're making money off of. Why would you want to compete with us? And by the way, I want to know if when you were sitting around in a meeting making this decision, did anybody ask who was going to create the preschool curriculum for your school? Just curious about that. Are the judges going to teach preschool? I'm not sure that that'll work, you guys. Who's going to teach that beginner tap class? Just wondering. Actually, who's going to teach that beginner ballet class? I'm wondering who knows how to choreograph for a group of 7-year-olds. Did you think about that when you were having your meeting saying this is going to be an awesome idea? Or were you adding up figures somewhere? Who's going to handle the moms? You know that studio owners have become pros at that. I say that one because I just don't think you know what you're getting into, World of Dance. So, has anyone who created this program or this concept ever taught a group of 10-year-olds? The question I'd ask. For that matter, have any of the people who created this program actually taught in a dance studio? I'd like to know the answer to that question. What about working with kids with learning differences or disabilities? Have you got teachers that have worked in that area? Just curious. So for everybody in the corporate world who looks at the dance world and says, how can we make money off of it? That isn't who we are. I wrote it this way. The dance education field is not McDonald's or Walmart. It's not something you could package. You can't recreate what we do. You can't have the impact on the future of dance education and the acceptance of every child, regardless of their skill level. What kind of costumes are you going to put kids in? Because if I look at the show, I'd have to wonder about that a little bit. So I say to all of you over there at World of Dance, we are strong. We have been through so much since March 13th and fought our way to keeping our schools going. We're not going to lay down and take this. What we're going to do is boycott World of Dance. And what we're going to do is hope that on next Monday, when we have this broadcast, that this is a moot point. Because you should take those corporate dollars and invest them in our community, in helping us to survive, so that you have those strong dancers and those strong viewers to count on. Because right now, you've lost us. You're out of touch with who we are. I'm not sure you were ever in touch with who we are. And the bottom line here is we're ready. You will make us better, you will make us stronger, and you will unite us like we have never been united before. World of Dance, stay in your world and let us do what we've been doing for the last couple 100 years. Thanks. Ooh. You know, I've grown up in this field. My mother started me in dance when I was 3 years old. I know the soul of a dance teacher. I know the soul of a studio owner. And when you come at us and belittle the impact that we have and have had, tough for me to sit back. I love our community and I love what we stand for. I will always fight for us. Okay, I'm going to change the mood. Let me get myself together here at my table. We have a conference that's happening this summer, and I know that so many of our viewers are probably looking and saying, you're going to pull this off? You're going to pull off a live event? I'm telling you that I hope to, but I am thinking about virtual options. Check out the Dance Life Teacher Conference commercial, and on the other side, we're going to bring in Julie K. Stalcup. Wicked Cool, created by Troy. Okay, everybody, here we go. Let's bring in Julie K. You've been warming up backstage?
I was ready to dance. I was crying watching that promo, you guys. You got to come see us. It's going to be amazing, epic.
Epic. The conference will be epic. That's a guarantee. So, Julie K., I have lots to talk to you about tonight, but what are your thoughts on my mind and this world of dance thing? Let's start off with that, my friend.
Well, my blood pressure is already high. So, here's what I think about all of this. I like when my buttons are pushed like this. It makes me want to fight, just like what you said, right? I've been thinking about it last night since it was posted. And, the more and more I think about it, I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe this is going to push us in a direction that we need to be pushed, right? It's pushing our buttons. And I have to tell you that I owe every single thing that I've ever done in my dance life to my first teacher, because she planted that seed. She sang that song that touched my heart. And I've sung it a million times and I still could sing it till this day. And those tap shoes that I put on with my pink little box and the top clip thing, the pop outside with the tap shoes, all that. And you know what? Here's the thing. My mom, when she came in and signed me up, she said, I want my daughter to walk away with confidence. It was never about a bought my turn, a splits, or anything like that. She said, I want my daughter to have confidence. That is what I owe dance. And that's what I owe my dance teacher, because I am the most confident woman because of her. And when I looked at that and I said that, I was like, industry leader, no industry leader. Are you kidding me? Oh, the southernness was about to come out of me. Things that like I can't even say on this broadcast. But if you know me, you know me, right? Don't do that. These teachers, look, I just sold my dance studio. There's nothing more in this world that I want to keep going with this dance education and keep every teacher in here employed to take care of these kids. And not only are they teaching them to dance, we're therapists, we're plumbers.
Yes.
We are so much more than that. And I to be honest, let's talk about this for a second. I have saved so many kids from committing suicide, and I know that's really deep to start off, but the therapy that dance has for these kids right now coming out of this pandemic, that can't be World of Dance. That has to be your local dance studio and teacher who's listening to you and paying attention to you and giving you that validation of how important you are in this world. That every time my kids leave the studio, my goal is, and I say it in every conference, whatever I'm saying is, I hope they get in the car and they say, hey, mom or dad, I can't wait to go back.
I'm with you. I say that all the time.
Yeah, it makes me tear up.
Why can't that be our goal? Every kid gets in the car and says, I just heard myself say car like a Bostonian. Gets in the car and says, Mom, I love to dance. Or Dad, I love to dance. Couldn't that just be our goal?
Yes.
It's so simple and I think easy to accomplish. So, because you brought up your first teacher, just because I want to recognize how awesome teachers are, tell us her name or his name.
Jana.
Miss Jana. Miss Jana. And is she from Arkansas?
She is from Little Rock, Arkansas, and her studio is going.
Awesome. So, Julie K., I want to ask you soul to soul. Making the transition that you made this year. And for those who are listening that may not know, you went from being a studio owner of a large studio to saying, I think I'm moving on to something else. How's that to summarize? I know there was a lot in between. Mm-hmm. Any regrets?
When March 13th happened, I was at LA Dance Magic Convention and I was about to judge. And I got back on the plane and I was like, oh, this thing's going to be over in 2 weeks, right? That's what we thought. And then we got back and I started working. And I realized that, I love owning a dance studio, but I needed to pay more attention to raising my 3 kids right now. But I never wanted to stop teaching it. Never, I always want to teach. I'm going to dye my tap shoes. Just to let you know, when I'm in my coffin, they're not going to show this. They're just going to show my tap shoes. Just to let you know.
I get it. I don't think I'll be in tap shoes. I think I'll be like this on video. Talking to somebody.
I want my tap shoes on. But I thought about all, as I cried a lot about it. I prayed. I honestly, I prayed every night that I would make the right decision. And, I looked at my husband, who is, thank God, so supportive and is my biggest fan besides my mom, God bless her soul, and dad. And I said, you know what, let's do this for our kids. maybe God's saying, do it. You're here to do something else. And you know what? I'm here right now in a local dance studio in Little Rock, and I'm watching my little girl do competition numbers. I'm teaching 1 hour a week. I'm traveling on the weekends with LA Dance Magic, but I'm doing a lot of self-care and realizing that I want to help these dance teachers out there so much, and studio owners, that God gave me this gift and I am ready to share it. And you know what? The more and more that I get in that classroom with different kids from a different state, I'm learning so much still. But I've not allowed myself to step back and really look at the big picture of dance studios and dance teaching because I've always been in it, right? So I got off the hamster wheel. Now I'm really viewing and seeing what I want to fix, and I'm finding new purpose and validation in my life.
So to those that are watching, this has been a roller coaster ride for so many, and probably many watching tonight. If they are feeling a vibe like maybe it's time to make change, but they're fearful or they're afraid or letting go of something that feels comfortable is scary, what's your advice?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We sold it to two people that are going to carry the torch on, that wanted to keep Revolution Dance Center. So for me, it was a very easy thing because I knew that they wanted to keep that legacy going of our beautiful community dance studio, keeping the name. But I mean, here's the thing. Ultimately, we've taken care of everybody our whole life, right? We take care of the students, we take care of parents, we take care of everybody. And I feel like being very open with you guys is that I forgot about myself a lot. And you know what? I need to be the best version for my husband. I need to make sure my marriage is strong. I need to be the best version for my kids, my Jet, Gage, and Zeta, who are going to be gone one day. And I'm going to look back and go, oh my gosh, I lost that time, right? So I don't want to regret that. But for any dance teacher out there, if you're thinking about it, make a good 2 to 3 year plan of how you want to exit and how you want your big picture to be, right? COVID did push me in this fast, but I feel like we've done a good job doing it. And you know what? I'm going to look back and be proud the fact of how I did it. I don't think I will ever regret anything because I did. I prayed about it and thought a lot about it. And I really want to be close to my 3 brothers. Both of my parents, if y'all don't know me, are deceased. My dad died of a brain aneurysm when I was a senior in high school. And my mother died in 5 days from now, 10 years ago. And, I want to make them so proud, and I want to be the best parents, just like my parents were to me. So it circles around to having a good foundation and my roots of where I came from. And I am so happy to be home in Arkansas.
What's the difference for you, or is there an adjustment from LA to Arkansas? And wait, I say that, I want our viewers to know this guy knows Arkansas. I have family in Arkansas as well. And I happen to have a love for Arkansas, but I happen to also know that if I'd spent a lot of time in LA, it might be culture shock going to Arkansas. Do you feel that, or are you totally cool?
The word for me during all of COVID is embrace. So I'm embracing this change. The people don't drive as well here. Should I say that out loud? I mean, but it's so funny. I think what's so weird is that everybody is always in traffic in LA, and here it's like a game of dart. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm always like, whoa, 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 everything's moving so fast. I got here in 10 minutes. Like, what's wrong? Like, I'm 20 minutes early. Like, oh my God, what's happening? And then the best part was, I have to tell you, so I'm ready to go to LA Dance Magic. Yeah. Or I'm going to Houston. And I get to the airport and I'm like, no one here. What's wrong? I got here in 5 minutes. I went through security in 1. I'm going to eat a bagel, for God's sake. I'm going to get a Diet Coke. I might even get a magazine. I'm still here.
Are you talking about the Little Rock Airport with the 4 gates, right?
I mean, you guys, what is this? It's like smaller than Burbank. And you're like, you land in Burbank.
I think we may have lost Julie K. Do you think we could try to bring her back? That's a first for us. So we are going to work on, can we give her a call and check in with all of you are going to get to hear me talk to Julie K live.
Trying to connect, something just completely shut off, so I'll be back in 2 seconds.
We are waiting anxiously, and I will keep us going.
I am so sorry. I'm like, no, I'm hooking back up. I'll be there in a minute.
Awesome. That's real time, everybody. So, you know, one of the reasons that I wanted to talk with Julie K tonight was because I feel like a lot of us are wondering if the same old is the way we want to go in the future. And having known Julie K for a long time, she's passionate at her studio. I think it was like 1,200 kids flowing through every week. And I thought it was so brave to let it go, to be able to move on and allow yourself to, I think Julie K is coming back, but I'll finish this. Wait, Julie, I want to finish this. Allow yourself to go with the flow and not fear what could happen, but get excited about the possibilities. And, you know, Julie K said something that I thought was really interesting, which is she has the time now to do these other things. Sometimes that's all we need in our lives to make that next step. Julie K, I have to tell you, I've been doing this for about 8 weeks. And on week 1, I would have panicked when you were no longer with us. I'm getting good at this. We're just carrying on, and we continued without you. Now I am ready to bring you back in. I was just talking to our viewers about the ability to make change and to not fear it.
No.
No. So, do you see yourself in the future teaching again in a studio with your own studio? Where do you see yourself? What's your instinct telling you to go for right now?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever typed so many fast things just now getting back on. So thanks, guys, for hanging with me. I mean, if I'm going to be real honest, I almost had diarrhea, but that's probably way too much for anybody. But if they know me, then they know. Okay, so I feel better now. I just say the truth. Where do I see? I do not want to open up another studio. That chapter has that ship has sailed. I want to help other teachers. I really do. I want to help young teachers that might be interested, but they don't quite understand where they're geared or maybe what their passion is for, like, or what lane they need to be. And that's what I really want to help, because, you know, when I was 19, I just took exactly what my dance teachers gave me. But the experience of Los Angeles and all the jobs that I did really molded me into the teacher I am. And kind of going back to the world of dance thing, like, the people that made me who I am, like, you guys have to understand, I am so grateful for those people who taught me what I needed to be taught. So I strongly suggest that all of those young teachers out there start studying those teachers that molded who they are, right? And that's what I want to do. I want to do more studying, and I just really want to focus on how I can become the better teacher in my older age, and how I can really create some great, I know older age, 42.
You make me laugh when you said in my older age. I can't wait till you really get to older age, my friend.
Older. But no, you know, I mean, I'm trying to explore and really let my mind wander. I went to 2 Zumba classes this week. What? I have never been to a Zumba class, you guys. I'm really good at it, by the way. Oh my God. The teacher complimented me and I literally died.
Okay, 3 weeks. Julie K's preschool Zumba is coming your way.
Honey, I would sell it. I could do it.
I have a feeling, and you probably be awesome at it. You'll be telling me, Ree, I got my Zumba certification.
I would. And I'd be like, we have a whole seminar to do on this, brother.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're cool. So, as a upbeat, always full of energy kind of person, how do you stay that way? Are there times when, like, when you were making your decision, whether you were going to keep your studio or not, will you feel that energy disappear and overwhelm like the rest of us? Go ahead.
No. I panicked, actually. I panicked because I thought somebody had come in and stolen Julie K.
Wait, say that again?
Like, I panicked. I'm like, somebody came in and stole my heart. Like, what happened? I lost all motivation. I hit rock bottom. There was a day where I didn't get out of bed. My husband thought something was wrong with me. And I was going through panic mode and depression. And I'd never felt that. Because to me, there is nothing better than a room with lights and music and laughter and children. It's everything to me. But I will say, I did take it for granted. When it
Describe that.
I just thought it was always going to be there, right? And then it got taken away from me, and I had to. You guys, like, my motivation it did hit rock bottom. But you know what? The energy of my mom and my dad and my children and the future of what this industry has, I'm hopeful for it. I'm really hopeful.
I actually want to say that not only am I hopeful, I'm so optimistic.
Yeah.
I feel like this. You tell me if you agree with this. We have faced, as business owners, dance teachers, studio owners, the hardest struggle we're probably going to face in our entire careers.
Correct.
If we and when we make it to the other side, I look at it and go, we're going to be so much smarter. We're going to value our opportunity to get up each day and say we're a dance teacher more than ever.
Yes.
And how about I throw this in the mix? I think we've learned to appreciate each other, maybe even the school up the street.
Right.
A little bit more than we were able to do before, because we're all in the same boat. We're sailing together. And in order for us to survive, we must be together. That's what will keep us afloat, especially when you're talking about things like World of Dance.
Absolutely.
I say to World of Dance, you want 25,000 dance studio owners to let you know what's on your mind?
Honey, we know joke. We know joke.
We know joke.
We aren't. No joke.
No joke. Tell me about your kids.
Oh my God. Jet has found a new love for wrestling, and he's on the wrestling team.
Okay.
Gage wants to play football, and so he's on the football team. I bought him some new cleats yesterday. Oh my God, he was so excited. And they were cowboy colors. Oh my God, I was so excited. Zeta is loving her dance team here at Dance Dynamics, and I've been going on date nights with my husband. You guys, he is so hot. Oh my God. I'm just having so much fun. Like, I mean, we're talking about like building like, our future for our kids. This is so fun. And I'm just kissing his face off. And I'm like, oh, this is so fun. We get to take our kids to school. Daryl got a new job. I mean, this is fun.
What's Daryl gonna hang out and do now?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop. Okay. So my brother's husband is an interior designer and he's the best in Arkansas, really. And so he is his assistant at Bear Hill Interior Design. Could you die, you guys?
I think he'll be good at that.
Oh my God, he's going to nail it.
Wow, I love that. So it's a change for him as well, this
Absolutely.
whole transition.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You know what? It's so fun. New changes, embrace it. Some are going to be great. Some are going to be bad. We're just going to get better. And that's the thing. We all need to get better.
And so tell me a little bit about working and traveling on the weekends in LADM and all of that. Tell me, are you still on the road? Are you doing it virtually? What's happening there?
We're on the road. We did Houston and then we did St. Louis. And I was so happy I got to judge both weekends. We're heading out to Dallas next weekend and then Orlando. I think we have a break, just because of some different cities not working out. And then we're going to, but I mean, I'm telling you what, the company is absolutely maneuvering so fast and adapting that I'm so grateful to judge and to, I get to see the kids' hunger now. You see the kids who really are hungry for new material and just, they're hungry for the community and the energy of it. Dance really started as a social part, right? So they miss the social interaction with each other. So when the music comes on, I mean, people, they're living their best life.
I couldn't have said that any better, my friend. Ooh, got a little choked up in the throat there. Give us some, or maybe some words of wisdom when it comes to moving into the future and being optimistic and being open. I mean, what you just did, and I lost you again, Miss Julie.
I got you. I'm here.
That is so funny. I lost track of my question, but I think I know. I'm going to back myself. Yeah, some advice on moving forward. You and Daryl and your children just made the biggest changes of your lives. All of us as dance studio owners have had to make changes. Give us some advice to move forward with an optimistic attitude.
It's my favorite quote of all time, and it's what I live by ever.
You just made me realize I didn't ask you what your quote is. Do you have that with you? Is that what you were about to say? Because I'm going to hit you with that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's I love it.
I love that you bringing in the quote. You're helping out this guy who forgot to ask you that question. So I ask everybody to bring a quote with them. And right. I forgot to ask Julie Kay. I was fired up about that world.
Oh, well, honey, my internet, I wish everything was great and everything was wonderful. But, we adapt. Here's the thing. You know what? Not everything is going to be perfect all the time. I'm just grateful for the moment. So my quote is, and it's been my quote for years, and I have it on everything. Hold the vision, trust the process. It's my favorite one.
What does it mean to you?
The vision is love. If I go in it with love, I'll come out with it with love.
Okay, let's take a moment to suck that in. That was beautiful. A beautiful moment with Julie Kay. We'll call it a tender moment. Wow.
It is. It's all based off of love in my book. My mother fully dedicated her life to loving me and our kids and raising, us and my brothers. I'm here with my brothers. Everything has to do with love. We begin with love and we end with love.
In so many ways.
In so many ways.
Wow. I think that was awesome too. Talk to me a little bit about becoming the best you. I feel like that is where you're at right now in listening to you talk. You're becoming the best Julie K you can.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that. Tell other people about that.
I feel like, when you were a kid and you looked into a kaleidoscope and you thought the colors were so beautiful, and then you turned it a little bit one way and then a different shape and vision happened. Every day I'm turning my kaleidoscope a different way and I'm seeing different versions of who I am. I'm learning who I am, but I'm more open-minded and I'm listening to myself more. On my hikes or meditating or doing anything, I'm a kaleidoscope right now. I'm different.
Wow.
I'm different colors and I'm different shapes and I'm a different vision every day. And you know what? That's who I should be. I should not just be one way.
Agreed. So, Julie K, I know you're going to be working with us at the Dance Life Teacher Conference this summer. Are you excited?
Yeah, I have got I'm telling you, the best material I've had in a long, I'm ready. You guys, you better come because this is happening.
I can't tell you how ready I am just to see a gathering of passionate dance people in a room, even if we have to wave to each other from 6 feet apart. It's a dream. I feel like we need it. We deserve it. Willing to accept if we can't.
Right.
But boy, would I like to get together with some other dance people and then not be a Zoom meeting. But since this is soul to soul and being grateful for things, aren't we lucky?
Thank God for it.
That we live in the time that we do, where we are able to keep our passion going in ways that we never expected before.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Stay with me for a second. As we begin to close out this show, again, I want to remind you next week at 8 p.m., we'll have Shasta Hamilton, and I know that's going to be a really awesome conversation, and she's fired up about this world of dance thing. But I just have this feeling that next week we'll be having this conversation, and it won't be a thing anymore. Past episodes, please check them out at regold.com. You can also check out our 4-part series for dance teachers and studio owners. And I am going to allow Julie K, or ask Julie K, to give us some final words of wisdom. First, let me say thank you for spending your Friday night with me. I know you're going to run out after this and be with your family and your handsome husband and live a normal Arkansas life. So I appreciate you joining all of us dance people on this Friday night.
I love it.
Give us some closing words of wisdom.
Know who you are. Keep searching for a different version of yourself. Love yourself through the hard times. And know that at the end, it's really going to be okay. Lay down your head at night and realize that you just did the best you could for that day. I could have been so upset and cry that the broadcast went off. You know what? I have to embrace. But you know what I mean? Like, you think about it, like the things that happen, you're like, things happen, but you know what? At the end of the day, I got to spend time with you, Ree, who you've inspired me so many times in my life to become the best version of myself. So I want to say thank you. And for every dance teacher, studio owner out there, you are absolutely valued. I applaud you. You stand your ground. Don't let anybody take something that you've worked hard away. When you own a small business, that is your dream. That is your baby. You take care of it and don't let anybody take it away from you.
I'm with you.
I'm breaking out in hives. I'm breaking out in hives, y'all.
She's breaking out in hives. I back Julie K's final statement 100%. Hold your head high. Be proud of what you've accomplished over these past few months. stand strong when someone questions your history, your ability, because we're behind you, the entire dance community. And let this be a lesson that we all need to stick together.
Amen.
Amen. Have a great night. Thank you all. We'll see you next Friday night, same time, same channel, by the way.
Go sign up for the conference. I'll see you there.
See you there. Take care. Thank you, Julie K. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, y'all.